Welcome to the GoGCast, brought to you by Mad Cats, all about the game. An XSplit broadcaster, simple yet powerful, live streaming and recording. And now, your host, Leah.
And welcome to another Girls on Games podcast. My name is Leah. I am your host here for today. This is episode number 75. And today we're going to be talking a lot of esports. But before we get into that, we've got some wonderful people on the cast here with me this evening. We've got Miss Catherine Smith-Debian. Catherine, how are you doing?
I'm good. I got to show you guys my t-shirt. It's super pretty.
Her t-shirt is awesome. Look at that. Look at that. It's nice. Like Art Nouveau meets video games.
Very cool.
It's an adaptation of my favorite Mucha painting.
Love it. Awesome.
Double the nerd.
Double nerd time. We've got Simo, our technical producer extraordinaire.
Hello. I love how I go from super serious producer mode to dance.
Dance. That's because
in like half
Drake.
a second.
That's because we played Drake.
Yeah,
it's
probably.
Good. And that face that you guys don't know but are soon gonna love is Carl from Northern Arena. Carl, thanks for coming to hang out with us.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
We really appreciate it. I want you to give your 1 minute pitch of who you are and what you love about video games.
Who I am. So Carl Edwin-Michel, from Montreal. I'm a gamer. I also a tech and video game journalist. So that is something that I do. I talk about cool gadgets and play games for a living, which is fun. But
I hate you. I hate you already.
Okay. But
can I have your life?
There you go. But I also I'm also the creator, co-founder of the Canadian League of Gamers. So we have two big events. So the first one is the Canadian Game Awards, and it's going to be the 7th year this year, and it's Northern Arena, which is our eSports initiative.
Awesome. So stoked about Northern Arena. Now, I want to save that for when we get to the topic of the show. But what we usually do every episode is talk about what everybody's playing right now, what they've had their hands on. So, Carl, what have you been gaming right now?
Well, I don't have a lot of time to play recently because it's crunch time for our first event. But right now I'm super excited because I'm downloading right now No Man's Sky. So I had the chance to play it a few months ago in California. We had a press trip, so we went there and played the game. So now it's the full game, so I'm looking forward to it. So after I talk to you guys, I'm probably gonna dive in and play a little bit of No Man's Sky. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, we've actually got news topics about No Man's Sky. So we're gonna be right in proper spot because it comes out tonight, midnight.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Pat, what have you been playing?
I'm still in Witcher 3 because I've said this on many pods, side quests, they suck me in. So I'm going to be on that game forever and ever. I've discovered a new app to waste time in the metro. It's called Kleptocats. And it's based... What?
You're a kleptomaniac about cats?
No, it's cats.
Yes.
It for you.
Oh!
So you have a cute cat, and then you give it a treat, and you pet it, and once it's good and happy, you send it out on a quest, and it comes back with an article. And it's really all that is. And if your cat is out for a long time, you just kind of I just leave the app running, and then you get a notification. And yeah, it's just silly. It's just fun stuff. The other day, he brought back an octopus plushie, and the description says, "How many tickles to make an octopus laugh?" 10 tickles.
Oh, that's why you like the game. Now I understand.
And they also bring back coins, and with coins you can buy stuff. So you can exchange coins for gems, and with gems you can buy new cats. So you have a cat, a log, and an inventory.
Oh, wow.
And, and it's all. What I love about it is it's all it's all little nods. He brought back the first item he brought me back was a Triforce. Mm-hmm. That was a magnet for my fridge, and the description just said, "Excuse me, princess."
Excuse me, princess.
So for everybody that watched that 90s cartoon,
I didn't watch it, but I know the meme, so.
Everybody does. Everybody knows that meme.
So yeah, Witcher 3 and cat stealing digital shit for me.
Perfect.
Awesome. Simon, what are you playing?
3 things before I go. Thanks, Max, for the host. Thanks, Catless, for the host. And Carl, Max wants to know if you're the guy who does the techno stuff at the beginning of Cineplex movies.
Yeah.
Okay! Just wanted to make sure. Perfect.
Yeah.
Can hide. Oh my God.
Hey man, your face is known everywhere apparently. We have famous people on the podcast. Damn. Yeah, so I've been playing Pokemon Go still, of course. Went to the old port Saturday, and I caught so much water Pokemon. It's just insane. So much stuff. I'm level 21 now? 21 or something. It's pretty cool, and I've been delving back into WoW for the Legion coming out in 3 weeks, August 30th.
You played the demo of that on Friday?
Yes, I played the beta. Yes, I'm in the beta, so I played the intro quests for the Demon Hunters. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours, so it's pretty cool. And I'm not gonna play the class, but a lot of my friends are really excited about getting their hands on it. But no, so apart from and some Overwatch, of course, Overwatch, my baby, playing a lot of Overwatch. I really want to get into eSports Overwatch now because there's a lot happening.
Yeah, it's big. Are you playing it on PC or console?
Of course.
Hey, you don't know. I have to.
Come on, man. Tournaments and everything is gonna be on PC.
Real Overwatch.
Of course.
Real Overwatch.
I'm playing Overwatch where Torbjorn is not overpowered because you don't actually need to aim with Torbjorn. But no, I mean all the tournaments are going to be on PC anyway. Blizzard said that it will be on PC. But yeah, I really want to get into the esports side of things with that because a lot of my favorite teams are actually, they have their own Overwatch teams now. So should be pretty cool in the next coming months.
Yeah,
I heard some soccer teams in Europe are buying like Overwatch teams. And
apparently, is it Arsenal?
Yeah,
Arsenal and Fnatic are fighting over like one of the biggest Overwatch dream team right now.
Arsenal, FC, and Fnatic?
Yeah, they're fighting over...
Okay, this is stuff you never hear.
Yeah.
You've entered a new realm.
I think it's Arsenal. I could be wrong, but it's one of those big names that are fighting for an Overwatch team. Yeah.
They have so
Nip
much
just
money.
Ninjas Pajamas just announced their own Overwatch team earlier this week. So I mean, big names are coming with Overwatch, so it should be interesting to see what's happening.
Wow. It's so cool to be in this world now and watching the birth of another esports division.
Yes.
I love it.
Awesome.
I love it. Me personally, I haven't been playing much games. Why? Because I've been at festivals.
Oh, yeah.
Heavy just finished. And
That was heavy.
It was unbelievable. I got to talk to David from Disturbed about Gears of War.
Nice.
That's coming soon. But besides that, I've been playing Pokemon Y because there was no Pokemon to catch on the,
Really?
No, there's nothing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you're not far from the old port. Maybe you could have caught it from the other side. Because when I went to the...
I was stuck backstage.
Oh, okay. Because when I went to the old port Saturday, like, we could hear Ilsa playing, like, super loud right next to us.
I'm not surprised.
So loud.
But, yeah, I have to say, between all the festivals, anybody you were talking to, like, Pokemon Go and video games actually came up a lot. And artists, like, that's what they do on the tour bus.
Yeah.
They play video games. Because, like, there's only so much you can do, right? Like board games, they start falling down, like if you like hit speed bumps or something. So yeah, sleep or play video games. It works. It works. All right, let's get into the news topics this week. It's kind of light because we are in the dead of summer.
Oh my God, there's nothing happening.
There's nothing happening.
Oh, you're talking about? Hey, just Stora, thanks for the follow.
Thank you. I wanted to avoid Pokemon Go. I thought 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever else we've been talking about Pokemon Go.
There's just been an update right now. They just updated it like 2 minutes ago. They made new things.
Okay.
I'm joking.
We're not going to talk about Pokemon Go because we're all tired of Pokemon Go. We're still playing, but But No Man's Sky comes out tomorrow/tonight. So there's been a whole slew of news articles that have gone up on the interwebs. Kat's going to round them up for us because I think, it's a hot topic because this is the game everybody wants to play. Kat?
Yes. So servers got wiped yesterday.
Yeah.
So everything and anything that was done by people that acquired the copy in advance is gone. My favorite part of that is Kotaku in their article citing. In other news, there's also a Kotaku planet out there, which you'll be able to discover once No Man's Sky is officially out on Tuesday. And one of the team members screenshotted it and just says, actually, servers are being wiped on Sunday. That tweet just gives me life of just like vindication of,
Oops.
yeah, y'all got my game, but
You can't play it.
yeah. So it means that for all of us that are getting it either on PlayStation or on PC this week, we'll be starting fresh. Only the PS4 people will have it as of tonight, well, as of tomorrow, and then it's out on 12th on PC. So it's not like Pokemon Go where everybody in my area was level 20 when I was level 2. No bitterness.
I was level
No
20.
bitterness.
But it's still confirmed that although the game is online, you will not need a PlayStation Plus subscription to play if you're on PlayStation. They address the man that said, "Oh, the game takes 30 hours to go to the center of the universe." Sean Murray actually said it will take you between 40 and 100 hours, depending on how you play. That he said speedrunners will always prove me wrong. So the game is not 30 hours long. Just like how The Witcher has the potential of being 30 hours long, but it's still going to take me 150 hours. And what else? What else is worthy that we haven't talked about?
The patch.
Patch, yes, the day one patch. A lot of people that were complaining about underlining issues and the person that paid $1,300 on eBay or some of the sites that got the copy to review, a lot of the list of bugs were like, this is all day one patch. So remember, video games are never out until they're out.
And until there's a day one patch of 45 gigs.
And sometimes it takes a week 2 patch. It takes...
Hey, their patch is not that big. It's 824 megabytes. And then again, the game's not that big. It's only 7 gigs.
It's all math.
It's math, man. Power of math.
Math is cheap to run. And I'm going to end with my favorite, which is an article that says The Face of Development, where it's just 4 pictures of Sean Murray from when the game was announced to when he was delivering it, and it's just the beard that keeps growing and the hair that keeps going out of control.
Crunch time.
Love it.
Motherfucking crunch time. Like, it is my favorite thing ever. So, all that to say, No Man's Sky got a good patch. Servers will be wiped, so there's no advantage. And it'll take as long as it takes for you to play a fucking game. Because you got to play like how you like to play it. If you just want to spend 30 hours to get to the center of the universe and say, I did it, it sucked. Yeah, it sucked because you didn't actually play it. The race.
I'm not
sold. Or you
sold.
could just stay on the planet and, just discover that planet forever.
You could.
I don't know if that would be fun, but hey, it's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just keep going round and round and see all the creatures. All the math creatures.
I'm so not sold on that game.
Really?
No.
It's fun since you're the one set to cover it.
Which should be interesting. Because I'm already coming with almost neutral. Like, I'm not hyped or anything. Like, I'm interested to see what it's going to be like. But I'm cautious because I'm like, I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. You have a few hours left until you get to test it.
I don't know. Do I?
Hopefully.
I mean, you got to take it for what it is. It is a sandbox, so
yeah,
it's going to be a lot what you make it to be.
I played the crap out of Minecraft, and I love that game. So
I know. I think it's the kind of game that my boyfriend who likes stupid games he has a weird taste in games. He has like.
So are you saying it's a stupid game?
No, but he does. If everybody hates No Man's Sky, he will love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should see the games he plays, that man.
He has over 330 hours in Kerbal Space Program.
Oh, okay.
And that dumb, stupid space station game that no one plays.
Station 13, that he's like one of the 200 people that plays that.
There's like 100 people playing that game in the world, and he's one of those 100 people.
But the way I see No Man's Sky is it's going to be like Minecraft. People will find the shit they like to do. So in Minecraft, my boyfriend likes to mine and collect resources, and we have a friend who's an engineer who likes to build shit. So they make a server together, and it's the perfect pair.
Who's the Guillaume?
That's good team up. That's good team up.
So maybe No Man's Sky will be like that. Like as alone, it will be like, whatever. It's just like I just fly around in a spaceship. But with your friends, it'd be like, let's make our world. Let's make our own goals and have fun with it. That's the way I see it.
We shall see. All right, next little bit of news. The Olympics are upon us. I love the Olympics. I'm all about it. But Polygon wrote an article about eSports being an Olympic discipline. And Simon, I think once he's done laughing, is going to go on a rant.
I'm sorry.
But he can't.
Kat, did you see the comment?
No, what comment? What comment?
Somebody said that I am so white, the moon could burn me. So true.
That person doesn't know that it's a running joke that Kat's white as fuck.
Yeah.
I wear SPF 60 when it's overcast, and I will get a.
When it's overcast.
We went to Mexico. I spent a minute in the sun, and I got like my shoulders just went red, and like Leah was like running after me with sunscreen, like, bitch, get back in the shade.
You're gonna burn up. You're like a vampire.
Everybody on the beach was like, with the sun shining off my super white skin, everybody on the beach was like, oh no, wait.
You're blinding us. Anyway, I just thought that comment was really funny.
That is really funny.
Okay.
All right, Simon.
Hello. It is me.
Esports in the Olympics.
Yes.
Do you think it's a possibility?
Yes. All right. So 2 things. Does it need to be included in the Olympics? No. I don't think that it needs to be in there to validate itself as a sport/esport. Would it benefit from it? Yes, definitely. And I think it would benefit both esports and the Olympics. Because like it or not, the article, the Polygon article was saying that, the Olympics have been looking into how to grow their market and grow what they're showing and to attract more younger people. Because, the Olympics used to be that's what it used to be about. It used to be amateur athletes coming and competing against each other for that. So I mean, it lost kind of that on its way, and I think that bringing esport into that would be incredibly interesting and fun. And but going back to, does it need to be on it? I don't think it needs to be on TV. I think that esport exploded on the internet with platforms like Twitch and Justin TV back then, and like even you look at RDS, how they're doing it, they're not necessarily broadcasting it on TV because that's not what people on TV want to see necessarily. People who watch RDS on TV want to watch hockey and darts and poker, but whatever the fuck. No, but it's on RDS, but not esports. But I think they're smart enough to understand that the target audience for esport is online, is on the internet, wants to look at it on demand, wants to look at it when they want to, and I don't think that it's necessarily something that they're going to be on TV. Then again, you look at E-League, who just finished and was on TBS every Friday, and I think the ratings were really, really good enough for TBS to look into getting season 2 of E-League. But again, there's only one day. Like there was matches almost every day, but only in the Friday there was that big television match, which I think is fine. If you have one showcase, one time, one sui, that kind of stuff, I think that it's important. But and I think that the big debate is that esport is not a sport. Hey, we just got $5 from Max Bowler. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Max.
It scared the shit out of me. Thank you,
love.
Max. Love you. Yeah, so what I was saying is that I agree that esport athletes don't require rigorous physical training like someone playing pole vaulting or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But they're putting hours and hours and hours into their craft and into pretty much training and to be the best at they do against other people. And in my opinion, that's the true spirit of competition. And I think that that's what the Olympics should be about, the spirit of competition, and then beating your opponent, beating yourself, and always getting better and better and better about it. And I think that's important.
What would be really interesting is seeing how they make national teams. Now, Carl, being yourself and being the creator and organizer of an esports event, can you, like, how would you see the logistics of how they could create a Team Canada?
Yeah, well, so it was done before, but to talk about the Olympics and esports, I think that right now, and if I think it's Halo 5. The X Game did 2 competition. At the X Game, it was esports event. So it has been tried before. I don't know if it was a success. I don't know about their numbers and all that stuff, but they did try. I think that yes, it's a possibility that you choose. You create esports. You choose a game and then you create teams from each country, and then they fight, and they go to an event and then compete. I think it's a possibility. I think it would make sense. I think if you want to attract that target audience, obviously it's a huge market. So if you want to target that audience, I think it makes sense. Now, is it worth it to do it for the traditional Olympics? I don't know about that, but hey, let's try with it with X Games and see how it goes, and maybe down the road, we can see it in the Olympics. But I would not be shocked if that happened.
Well, you look at something like football. Like, there's no football in the Olympics, and
exactly.
And why is that? Because, well, like the article says, is that the entry barrier into football is hardcore. You need coaches, you need equipment, you need fields, you need all that stuff that needs to go into making football work. And not only that, but like you're talking about international teams, apart from the US and like Canada, there's not a ton. Like, I don't see the North Korean or Japanese football player,
I have a comment on that.
Is all over the world.
You say that, that like it's expensive, whatever, and I can understand it's very like North American sport. When it comes to that, the like bobsleigh, how expensive is that gotta be? Who has a track that you can do that on? They're not everywhere. I don't have one around here. It's
Remember those Jamaicans?
Yeah, that's right.
That movie was great.
Jester King brings up a point about like the pinnacle of the human body, but then you look at stuff like, okay, well then how about the equestrian teams? How about the people who are doing archery and gun shooting? It's the same kind of skill set as if you were playing CSGO. Do you know what I mean? It's still that dexterity. It's still a mind game. It's still, like the endurance in that sense. And I know there's got to be like rigorous training that those teams go through in order to, be at the top of their physical condition, to not be sick. Like some of the teams that we saw when they had ESWC here, they were really fit too. One of the American teams, like the dudes were jacked.
Yeah,
so
freakazoid.
I know.
It was a gun show. I mean,
the player Freakazoid is
they had their guns out, like they had ripped their shirt. There were tank tops, and they were just like, boom.
Yeah, that was C9.
Yeah,
that was
what I find really interesting about the flip side, and they're saying, oh, well, the internet, we're, that's where esports live while the Olympics are on TV. Well, everything now is online. Like all these apps, like CBC. I don't know if you guys have tried the 360 app that they have out, where you can like put on either like the Oculus or the one with your phone to put your phone in, or just use your phone as it is. And like they have like 3 or 4 cameras at beach volleyball that you can look around 360. Like it's awesome. It's really cool. So, I mean, it's like they're coming into the internet realm, and then the internet realm is coming out of that. And so I don't think it's that far-fetched, but I don't think we're going to see it in the next 5 years.
No, but like, I mean, if you're including, no offense, I play golf. If you're including golf in the Olympics, then why the hell not esports? I mean,
is back.
Yes, like top golf players are like super in shape, and they work hard and they train hard, that kind of stuff, but some of them are fat. Sorry, some of them are fat, and same thing for esport. Like a lot of esport players are super in shape,
big bones,
take
not
care
fat.
of their body. Okay, that's my excuse, Carl. No, but like they take care of themselves, and they work hard and they work out, and like you've seen all of C9 pretty much are huge. Well, not all of them, especially Freakazoid, but. I mean, a lot of those players really take care of themselves, not unlike golf players. Some of them really take care of themselves seriously. Some of them just play golf and get better at it. So to see an event like that in the Summer Olympics, I don't see why esports should not be included in the Olympics, in my opinion.
Well, I feel like the Olympics are such a bogus, not bogus, but very elitist.
Yeah.
And how, like, golf is back after 112 years. Why wasn't there for 112 years? It was probably a very political and stupid reason. And I'm not like, and how the Olympics are going and how it's ravaging the cities that you bring the Olympics to, like, Beijing is already falling apart. I'm sorry. And it's just like, I'm not very pro-Olympic, to be honest.
I think I'm the only one on the team that's very pro-Olympic, but I understand all that political stuff is shitty, but like when it comes to like the pride in your country and bringing people together, and I think esports can do a similar thing, and that, you know, that fanaticism that people have about their players and stuff, and just bringing people back, and it could be a good balance to bring people, you know, who are esports fans interested in something else, because that's the cool thing about the Olympics is you start seeing other sports and getting interested in that as well. So I could see that counterbalancing each other.
Yeah, but I mean, in esports, we're going to have the same problems as in the Olympics, as that there are certain games that will be prided and will have a bigger luster over, just like how certain sports are, like, you know, like, I'm sorry, curling is still the laugh of the town. I don't see any other, curling is never on top of the news when the Habs are playing. Like, we own at curling. Like, we show up at the Olympics and curling, like, guys and girls are like, fuck off, we're winning this shit. And then all we're talking about is like, remember when Carey Price stopped that one goal?
Hey man, we won gold 4 years ago, so don't you be shitting on the Olympics.
Carey Price won a gold medal. I'm like, the ladies they won like 5 or 6 or something. Like,
yeah, but
they have gold medals.
Yeah, but that's about because hockey is our national sport. I mean.
No, it's lacrosse.
No, it's not. It's lacrosse.
No, okay.
It's lacrosse.
In our hearts, it's the national sport. Come on, don't be shitting me that more people watch lacrosse than watch hockey.
Okay,
Come on.
When is it gonna be that an e-sport is a country's national sport?
I mean, isn't it pretty much like
Koreans?
Yeah.
There you go.
Now it's Overwatch, Carl.
Okay. Sorry.
Overwatch has surpassed StarCraft and League of Legends in Korea.
Oh my god.
Yeah, StarCraft is
that is scary as fuck, though.
Right.
Korean overlords are coming.
All right, let's get into the hot topic of today, which is why Carl is here. We invite him on the show. We're going to talk about Northern Arena, which is a esports competition that is taking place. First off, there was online qualifications a few weeks ago. Now they have the Northern Arena Toronto LAN final happening. It's CSGO based. It's September 1st to 4th, which is during Fan Expo for those that are going to be in Toronto for the event. There's also going to be online competition October to qualify for a event right here in our fair city of Montreal on November 11th through 13th, also for CSGO. And I see a little tidbit on the website of maybe some other games. So, Carl, we need you to fill us in on all this fun stuff that's going to be happening here.
Yeah, we're really excited about it. I mean, we are bringing esports to Canada in a big way. So that's our objective. And how we do it, well, you talked about the qualifiers. Yes, we're starting with CSGO. There will be other games, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But yes, CSGO is the focus. So we did the qualifiers in 3 weeks ago. So that was pretty cool. We had a few teams, and our objective actually is to really trying to shine esports, in Canada. So how we do it? Well, we try to do it in a professional way. Obviously, there is a lot of pop teams. There is a lot of, LAN event and LAN event. I mean, there's a lot of those. But what we're trying to do is bring it to the next level and doing some more professional stuff. So how we do that? We invite a few teams and we say, hey, you know what? In Canada, actually you can register if you have a team, and we say, hey, you know what? You're going to compete with other Canadians or women teams. So we also invite international women teams. So we had, my God, I forgot the name, Selfless Gaming was there. We had CLG Ed.
Was Karma there?
Karma is Selfless now. So Karma is
true.
part of
It's true.
Selfless.
Right, they changed.
Exactly, they
changed. Selfless
changed.
female now.
Exactly. So they were there. They almost qualified. CLG Red, obviously, we know that team. They're pretty well known with Stephanie Harvey. They also played, and obviously, we're close. They finished third, so that was it's pretty cool. So we bring those teams together. They compete, and we have 2 open spots. And the 2 open spot, we gave them the chance to compete against international pros. So what we do is we're inviting, so we have 3 European teams coming. We have 2 Brazilian teams coming. We all obviously have American team coming. So
the only 2 Brazilian teams, right?
the only actually there's 3. So, now that the old Luminosity is SK Gaming now.
SK and Immortals.
Yeah, Immortals. So we have Immortals. Immortals is coming, and then the Luminosity is coming. So the new.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, the new LG. It's true.
Yeah, but they're Brazilian. So there's new roster, new Brazilian. So they're coming. So that's going to be exciting to have those guys coming and compete. So 16 teams. It's going to be in Toronto for the first event. So that's our first LAN event in Toronto. And again, it's really, we want to do something spectator, right? Like people are coming, they're sitting in a arena, stadium, whatever, and they watch games. So for now, it's CSGO. We also announced that Hearthstone will be one of the games that is going to be played at Toronto. We have another one, which is going to be a mobile game. So we have two to pick. There's two games.
Vainglory, maybe?
Either Vainglory or Clash Royale. So one of those 2 will be announced this week, and we'll have a competition in that space. So what we're doing is we want to focus on 3 platforms: console, PC, and mobile. So obviously for Fan Expo, we're going to do PC and mobile, and then for Montreal, we'll have some really big announcement during the Fan Expo event. We're partnering with a big console maker to do something cool in the esports scene. So we're pretty excited about that.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm glad you bring the console stuff to Montreal. That's going to be lots of fun. Lots of fun. So what inspired you guys to start Northern Arena?
After I've been producing the Canadian Video Game Awards for a few years, and I'm a esports I watch esports just for fun, and I was like, wow, you know what? There's no real professional esports entity in Canada. There's MLG in the US, right. ESL, obviously, we all know, like Intel Extreme Master. There's a lot of big entities doing esports event around the world, but nothing in Canada. And usually when they come for one event, like one off, and they disappear, right? So hopefully DreamHack is going to stay for a long period. That would be great. But for the rest, it's usually one off. So there's the LCS this August, League of Legends at the Toronto Air Canada Center coming in August, but then it's a one-off. So for us, it was like, okay, let's do something that first makes sense and is bringing esports to the next level, but it is sustainable for the Canadian market. So that's actually the reason why Bell was really interested to be part of this and got him on board, because we said to them, like, bluntly, it was like, you know what? We don't care about what is being done in the international world. We want to create the star system here in Canada for esports teams and players. So if you think you're good, you can make it, and you have a bunch of guys that you're doing or a bunch of guys or girls that you're doing a team, and you think that you can compete in the highest level, well, we're going to provide to you the platform to make that happen. So that's our objective, and we're starting small. We're starting with Call Up the North. We had 8 teams. Hopefully, we can have more teams. And the objective is to spread the word, right? Like say, hey, there's something big coming in Canada now. I know that a lot of people are talking about Cineplex. What Cineplex is doing is great, but they're doing it more on the casual side. And we really want to push the professional side so people can make a living playing esports here in Canada and not just leaving. Best example, Optic Gaming, CSGO team. Three of their best players, Canadian, but they live in the state. Another example, Stephanie Harvey. She left Montreal and went to California to play with CLG Red. So I think that if we can provide that ecosystem here in Canada, we'll do it. I think it's going to be great. So,
I honestly, I think that what you guys are doing are amazing because up until very recently, until MLG picked up like CS:GO or big names, there wasn't really North American entities making big events. Like it was all DreamHack, it was all ESL, it was all
One-offs too.
you know, everything in Europe. All the big events were happening in Europe. So that you guys are actually, you know, not only taking an American side of things, but a North American, like Canadian side of things, and are pretty much starting almost on the ground floor of something. I think that it's. I mean, it takes a lot of courage to start that really out of nowhere because wow, it's
we're the new kids on the block. I mean, we it's funny because we had discussion with Carmack from ESL and those guys, and they're like, oh really, you're sure you want to do this? It's it's a tough market and there's a lot of competition. But I mean, again, our objective was to, hey, let's try to bring that here in Canada and have it like a solid base and go from there. So hopefully it works. I think people are they feel that it's going to be a good thing. That's the reason why we have big entities coming on board and helping us, pushing it on the forefront. So we're happy about that.
I think you're doing it properly too. Pardon me, because of the nature. We have a ginormous, huge country, and the fact that you're going between two major meccas when it comes to video game content and language barrier too, which is something because sometimes you go to one, it stays in one language, you go to the other, it goes to the other language, right? So it's really good to have that duality. And I have to say, I watched the Call of the North event, and your production is on
really
point.
Good.
Yeah, it looks so pro.
Yeah, that's something, and thanks a lot for the compliment because that's another thing that is really, really important for me, and I'm pushing a lot the team. It's production, like the value it doesn't matter if it's a low tier teams playing, you're still gonna have, the casters, the host, the whole production value to make sure that we recruit that quality platform. So that's also really important for us. So I'm glad that you guys know that.
Well, like the bar is so high right now for
really
production value. Like you're watching major tournaments and it's like insane. Like you have all those graphics and stuff happening, and like there's no not a hitch, like no delays and all that kind of stuff. Like delays are what are killing killing esports. So that the fact that you can manage good production value, no delays, that's what's going to sell your product 100%.
Yeah, and those are three important things. So first, we're working with a professional broadcast crew. So that was the first thing important. So it's not like those guys, that's their job, that's what they're doing. Second of all, production-wise and the look and feel. So we're working, and you're going to see that in Toronto. We're working with the company that is doing all the introduction, like the NHL game, the Montreal Canadiens and the Ottawa Senators, those projection on the
You're working with Moment Factory?
It's not Moment, so we're working with TK now, which is the other one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we're working with them, and they're gonna do some crazy.
That is amazing.
Yeah. So I'm so excited. Like I'm looking forward to when you guys gonna see the first event in Toronto, and then the one, because it's gonna be bigger, the one in Montreal. Oh man, it's I'm working with the guys right now with the ideas. Like, what? Really? We're gonna do this? It's so exciting.
Love it.
Leah, start working on media passes. Come on.
My accreditation is already sent. I'm waiting.
What the hell? You didn't send mine? Come on.
No, yours is in there.
Oh, okay, good.
Of course it is.
Carl, get working for us, man. What the hell?
All right, so that actually brings up my next point. I have been wanting to see a real live stadium style event for a while now. I was hoping for that for ESWC when it was here. Didn't really get that. Is that what we're going to get? Because I also know that the Fan Expo space, it's already really, really packed. So where are you guys going to go?
So actually that's interesting. So we actually going to be in a separate room. We have 10,000 square feet. So we're the biggest area at Fan Expo.
Really?
And I don't know if you guys have been at Fan Expo before, but the South Hall, that's where they have the video game section. So when you want to go out of that section, you have to take the escalators. That's the only way to get out. So as soon as you take that escalator, we'll be right in front of it. So you'll have no choice to see us. And so we have a whole space just dedicated for esports at Fan Expo, and that's cool. I mean, it's 10,000 square feet. It's big, but we want to go bigger. So that's why in Montreal you'll see really cool things.
Olympic Stadium.
Olympic Stadium.
No, Bell Center. Fuck the Olympic Stadium.
Oh, but that's really cool and good and good to know. Like, Kat and I were both at Fan Expo last year, so we know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Fan Expo, like the North and the South Wing. The South Wing, yes, very much dedicated to video game content, more corporate, more consumer based. We were there with Ubisoft last year,
Yep.
so I know exactly the space you're talking about, and yeah, I can. That's going to be amazing. Just coming up with
So
those stairs,
exciting.
like,
And then you'll be like,
So excited to go there.
Yeah.
oh, that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be sick. Can't wait to see that. So, when it comes to Montreal versus Toronto with the two events, what's gonna be the major difference beyond one? They're both gonna have CS:GO, correct?
Yeah, CSGO is our main focus. So we'll have CSGO, but we'll introduce 2 new games. So, and I can't tell you those games for now, but they'll be announced at Fan Expo. And it's a huge game, and we have big support from the dev team behind it and the company working on those games. So it's cool. We'll announce them during Fan Expo. So that will be the difference. So obviously, yes, we'll have a CS:GO, and that's going to be our grand final. So we're hoping to have much like even the better teams if you want. So there's a few teams that are already secured for the next event. So that's really exciting too.
Can you tell us which team are secured? Or?
I can't. We're gonna do kind of like the same reveal and stuff like that, like what team is coming. But I can tell you there's big NA and European team.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so that's exciting. And then obviously the 2 other games also will have some big names. So again, what we're trying to do is bring pros, right? Like bring pros to Canada and give the chance to Canadian esports players and teams to compete against the pros. So that's the objective.
That's great. Now, you guys originally started, I remember last year you had an esport event affiliated with the Canadian Video Games Awards. This year you're doing 4 also affiliated with the Canadian Video Games Awards, which is happening here in Montreal.
Yeah.
Where do you see this next year?
So we always going to do 3 cities. Okay, so this year we're doing 2, so Montreal and Toronto, but we're adding Vancouver, and I can say that we didn't do a big announcement about it, but Vancouver is going to be our next city, and it's going to be in May, and we always going to have a online qualifier leading to that live event. So always 3 cities, and make sure that we're going from the west to the east, the east to the west, to make sure that everybody's happy and everybody can participate in that esports wave.
Max just brought up a good question.
question.
For the Montreal event, but this could be taken for the Toronto event too. Will there be some local French casters, or will it be 100% English?
That's a really good question, and that leads to something interesting. So with the Bell partnership that we have a great support from the TSN team and RDS team. So that means that you're going to see a lot more esports on TSN and RDS. TSN has already started to do a lot of coverage of the Northern Arena and what we're doing, because obviously the first event is in Toronto and mainly English. But you'll see a lot of stuff. I went to a few meetings with the RDS folks. They're great. They're looking forward to do a lot of coverage, and you'll see some cool stuff coming from those guys too. So yes, we'll have some French casters, not for the Toronto event. But for the Montreal event, we'll have some French casters, and it will be covered on the RDS website, and we'll do some highlights and stuff on TV. So to go back to what you guys were saying earlier, do people want to see full game on TV? Maybe not. E-League is doing has been doing a great job. Are we going to go that route? I don't know yet. Maybe final, maybe something like that. We don't know, but for sure, the RDS team and the TSN team are behind us, and we're gonna do great things with them.
Hey, if you're looking for a French CS:GO analyst,
oh, there you go.
There you go. Hand's been raised.
Right.
I would love. I mean, I've been into CS:GO since the beginning, so I know my CS.
What's your salary?
Free plus benefits.
Oh, there you go.
How's that?
Can't go wrong there. With that being said,
The gun show.
the gun show.
Want to go see Freakazoid?
The Canadian Video Game Awards, is that being broadcast on television as well?
So the Canadian Video Games Award is going to be broadcast on Twitch. We don't. So that's a really good question, actually, because we're still thinking about if we should do it. So the past, I think the last 5-1 or 6, yeah, 5-1, they were broadcast on Rogers TV, so G4. I don't know if you guys remember G4.
Oh, I remember G4.
So there you go. So it used to be broadcast on G4.
Rip.
Obviously, G4 is dead.
Bye-bye.
It's over. So because of that, last year we didn't have it on TV. And we were asking us a few questions like, is it something that we should do? So we're still debating if it should be on TV, if it should be live or it should be a pre-tape. So we'll see, but for sure it's going to be online, and we'll broadcast it on Twitch. And same production value. We want to make sure that it looks good, but it's just a matter of, are we going to put it on TV or not? So I cannot answer that question.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll have to stay tuned for that one.
Exactly.
So I don't know if anybody else in chat, if you have questions for Carl, please throw them in there. Obviously, you know, this is big news, like even just dropping the fact that Vancouver is going to be an opportunity for folks in an event next year. That's super exciting. Now, it's all interconnected, especially for the Montreal event, with MIGS, I believe.
Yes, so MIGS is going to be a partner with us. So as you know, MIGS is a big event, really great for developers and people in the biz. So obviously, because we have the Canadian Video Game Awards, all those guys and girls are coming to the event. It makes sense to have it in Montreal, and I think the people at MIGS are really excited about us doing it in Montreal. So we're happy to partner with them. And I think they did their announcement a few weeks ago that it's going to be in November 13, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, we'll do the CVAs the Sunday before MIGS start.
Awesome. So essentially what we have to do is take that whole week in November off.
That would be amazing.
There you go. Just guys, put in your dates now with work, okay?
Jeez, I mean, I'm running out of vacation with everything happening in Montreal this year. Holy crap!
I'm hoping my office will be at MIGS again this year, so at least that's like
so you can be paid doing nothing.
Yeah, to go to MIGS and enjoy myself.
It is Bell, right?
Hey, find a way to rope that shit in iHeartRadio. High-fiving, like.
There you go. Let's all talk about music. That's all we do. Carl, last question that I have to kind of round all this up is, how do you think we can grow esports in Canada? I mean, beyond just these events, how can we cultivate gamers and professional gamers to get to the level that the North American crew or the American crew are at, or even, the Europeans and the Asians and stuff?
Well, so it's, first awareness, obviously, try to make sure that, they know that there's something going on in the esports scene in Canada in a professional way. I think that if we give them the platform to give them the chance to grow, that's for me is the key. And then they'll know that, okay, one day I have the chance to play against those pro, and this is the step that I need to do to arrive there. So it makes a lot of sense. So it's not like, okay, we're a bunch of friends, we're plugging, we're going from land to other land and having fun, but not necessarily having the chance to compete in a highest level. So I think if we give them that structure, I think it's going to go well. And obviously having the backing of big entities like Bell and TSN and RDS, and that's the awareness part, right? Like it's going to be in the forefront more and more often. So that's going to bring more awareness, and then people will be excited about it, and then hopefully make careers, and not just by being players, but being coach or organizers or anything related to that. So I think it's that's the best way to build esports here in Canada.
Well, like honestly, all you need is one good event. Just look at MLG. They had one good event, and their next event was a fucking major.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Like that's all you need. You need one good event where everything goes smoothly and everyone is happy when they leave, and then you get a phone call by Valve saying, "Hey,
you want to be a major?
We got $1 million in the prize pool. Do you want in?"
Yeah, that would be great. I'm not lying. I don't want to lie. I mean, we would love to have majors. We'll see. I mean, step by step. I think we have a great product, and we just have to build on that. How it goes.
The sky is the limit, right?
Honestly, it really seemed like, I don't want to say out of nowhere, but like you guys were, doing your thing slowly, and then bam, Bell. Like, what the fuck? Where did these guys come from? And then stuff happening online. Like, where the hell? Where have you guys been for the last 6 months? Like,
we were working on in the back end for
that's crazy.
Almost a year. Almost a year working on it, and working with different partners and all that stuff. And it was like, okay, we can't announce anything, and NDAs and all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
At the end, it was like, okay, I want to talk about it. And then finally, it's great, and we have also big announcement coming, so it's cool. It's exciting. And you know what? What's cool also? It's the response of people.
Yeah.
I think people are like, oh wow, this is great. We're still like unsure because they're like, what is Northern Arena, right? But when they see what we're gonna do, I think
I love the name.
The name is perfect.
It's right. Like it's cool. It's Northern.
We the North.
So I have a quick question. Like, what you guys are trying to do? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's. I don't want to say it's but it's not unlike what MLG is doing. They're creating an entity where gamers can come compete on the platform, and then they can, make it to the big leagues or whatever. You look at Splice, which is a CS:GO team that they happen to be able to like a group of pretty much randoms who qualified for the major MLG. So it's that. Kind of where you want to go, really create an organization where all the esports are going to be there, and you just kind of bring people together and create and make LANs and tournaments and events, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so that's the exact objective. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's the reason why we partner with Civo. We're gonna have the platform to make sure that people can come and play in a professional way and a structured way, and then make their way up. So it works for MLG, it works for ESL in Europe, and I think if we're only just the CFL of esports, that's fine for me, and then we'll go from there.
It still makes big money, the CFL.
There you go.
Esports is a big market, and the second, like I said, it only takes one event that gets you recognized. You bring in the big teams, bring in the casters, bring in the production value, and it will soar, man.
Something that I can say that I didn't mention today is that our casters, so we have great casters on the side. The Mohan and Alex Vansili, they're great, and we're also bringing, that's a surprise, but I can tell you that we're bringing casters and analysts from EDL, so they're
good. So
that's awesome.
Anders, Semler, NVG, Sadikist.
I'm not saying anything.
Who am I missing?
You
gotta bring in Thorin. If you want people to come watch our stream, if you have Thorin or Scoots or all those people, I can name them all if you want to. I'm a huge CS:GO fan.
I remember speaking to Vasily last year about this time too, and him saying that they're working on something, and I'm like, oh, it's exciting. And then he's saying when it finally came, when we finally saw the announcement, we were like, yes, I knew that's what he was doing. He had it in his back pocket all this time.
Yeah, poor him. You couldn't say anything. It was like, oh, that's great.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, Vansili was. Yeah.
He said when we were at the ESWC thing, and then inviting us to go to the event in Toronto, which we just couldn't make it out to logistically. And so excited now that you're doing it in both places and that we can get there and all that stuff. So yes, thanks.
Yeah.
I have two questions from Max in chat actually. One of them was, do you have an idea what the price range could be for tickets, either Toronto or Montreal? Well, Toronto's with Fan Expo, so I guess you need a Fan Expo pass to get in.
Yeah, so that's a bit tricky for this one. We partnered with Fan Expo. The reason why we did that is because obviously Fan Expo has 150,000 people showing up.
Already there.
4 days. So and the chances are some of them will be esports fans. So we said let's do it there.
It's almost free exposure, pretty much.
Exactly. It's a brand awareness campaign. I'm not gonna lie. That's the reason why. And then they said, hey, come in, we'll give you the space to do it. So you have to buy a Fan Expo pass or ticket to be able to watch the competitions. But in Montreal, it's going to be different. So we're going to sell the tickets. It'll be a little bit more affordable. I get all the backlash online, like, what? It's but yeah, I mean, we'll obviously have different price tag for the Montreal event, but that was the objective why we decided to go with Fan Expo. I think it's great awareness campaign for us. So yeah.
Are you guys there all 4 days at Fan Expo for the event?
All 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
4 days.
I'm definitely gonna go check you guys out. Are you gonna be there, Carl?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I will tweet at you and come meet you.
There you go. There you go.
Expect a high
Yeah.
five as soon as he sees you. Just like,
Yeah, dude, let's go.
But seriously, if you guys really want to come, I'm saying it on air. I mean, yeah, you can come to Toronto. We'll have a spot for you guys. So
Awesome.
Be there with bells on. Be
There
there
you
with
go.
bells on. Awesome.
ended.
I got family in Toronto.
I'm staying at
there.
Airbnb. It's already reserved.
Awesome.
I'm not going because I need time off.
Well, that's time off.
Yeah.
Real life.
Oh no, guy, you don't understand. You're only seeing a bit of the chaos I'm living in.
He moved. He bought a house.
We bought a place. We have to renovate it ourselves, my brother. It's so yeah.
Well, that sounds like your problem.
Yeah.
No, our problem, right, Simon? Guess where we're
No,
going.
you're
I'll be
gonna
at Fan Expo in 3 weeks, yo.
I'll probably be in a truck with my brother driving to my mom's to pick up more furniture.
Real life. Sometimes real life video games just don't work together.
Exactly.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do. All right, before we close out the show, Carl, can you please give everyone that's listening and checking this out the details of how they can find out more about Northern Arena, buy tickets, all that jazz?
Yes, so you go on the northernarena.ca website and you have all the information about everything that we're doing. Call of the North, which is our qualifier, but Northern Arena, all the events. And then obviously social media. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You do that, yeah. Oh, even Snapchat. So yeah, just check us out, and then you'll get a lot of information about Northern Arena and our next events coming. So.
Awesome. I know we're already following everything.
Are the CSGO teams confirmed for the Toronto LAN event?
Yeah, they're confirmed. Actually, we released all the teams day by day, and the last one was announced yesterday. So
CLG, Selfless, Immortal, Supplies, Complexity, TSM, Optic. Oh, you got some good names. Oh wow,
I put the link in the chat.
Oh, Godsend. That's gonna be really awesome to see them here.
Yeah. So we have some really good teams coming. So it's exciting. It's exciting because even people on social media, they're like, buzzing about it. Like, hey, this team is coming, and especially the European teams. I don't know. They have a lot of following. Those.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Godsend are, from what I'm saying, there's almost like behind Nip and Fnatic, you have Godsend, who are just pretty much right there as Swedish teams. So it's going to be interesting to see them compete in North America with all those good North American teams.
Exactly, and we have the new Luminosity, and if you see Unity is a new team actually from the coach of, oh my god, I forgot his name. I forgot his name.
Yeah, Maniac.
Maniac. There
Yeah,
you go.
it's with isn't it with Tensky and Cadian, that team?
Yes, but he was coaching.
Yeah. Matrix picked up Tensky and Cadian. Yeah, that's gonna be cool to see also.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I want to. Oh, Leah, you gotta get our passes. Come on, I want to go see that.
We're going. It's
awesome.
happening. It's gonna happen.
All
right, awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Carl, for joining us. Thank you, Kat.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh,
appreciate it.
Really, really appreciate
so
you
much.
spending time talking
So cool.
about this with us. We really appreciate it. To close out the show, thank you very much to our website host, Funayo, for giving us that wonderful VPS so that our sites are nice and fast and all that jazz. So if you're looking for web hosting, check them out. We've got some really cool content up on girlsongames.ca right now. A whole bunch of cool reviews like Hyperlight Drifter, Overcooked. Ali got to play that one. That was pretty awesome. We got first impressions of Gravity Rush 2, which is coming out soon. And we've got, if you're interested in Overwatch, we were talking about it earlier, and you're not an FPS player, like this girl right here, Kelsey wrote a great article of why Overwatch is good for people who want to get into FPSs who suck at them, like this girl right here. So go check that out. Also, you're on our Twitch channel right now. For those who are watching this live, we got some cool stuff going down on Twitch this week with our stream team. Tomorrow, it's Catless. She's playing the Telltale Batman. That's going to be exciting. All right. Alice is back on Wednesday. I know she took a little adventure to Newfoundland, which I thought was really awesome, but she's back here and she's going to be playing more Witcher.
She said Witcher, but she might change. I don't know what she said.
Change?
She's not sure. So
Okay. Well, when in doubt, she goes to Witcher, right?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
And it might actually not be me Thursday.
Oh.
I got
Oh,
feedback from a guest streamer that was interested, so it might be someone else.
So
We'll
stay
see.
tuned. If
So
the
far,
schedule-
it's me, but we'll see. It might change a bit.
That would be interesting. I like having guest streamers, but yeah, we're not doing anything Friday, Saturday, Sunday because we're gonna be at DreamHack Yo. So if you see us there on the show floor, come over and say hi. We love you.
We have GOG shirts on, probably.
Yeah, of course. And,
Represent.
and yeah, if you see us at Fan Expo, come up and say hi because we want to meet all you people. It's so much fun meeting fellow gamers. We love it. We love
Except
it.
Catherine, because Catherine won't be there.
She'll be cleaning.
I'll be at Migs.
She'll be at Migs. Go see her there.
Awesome.
So without further ado, this is the end of the show. Thank you all for coming to hang out. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Have
everyone.
a good one.
Have a good evening.
Bye, guys.
Dance out, dance out, dance out.
Dance party.
Okay, you guys suck.